Welcome back to Jesus Juice, where God is the creator and I am the vessel. This makes day 22. I am moving and making it to that finish line that I can see. So we're moving pretty consistently. I'm extremely proud to make it this far because, whew, it's been days where I'm like, what's the purpose, or why am I still here, Lord, or what's the benefit of it? Why are we doing this? But of course, that's all in His plan, and all we need is a yes to His obedience. So it's time for your daily dose. I chose Exodus today. So Exodus 13 through 14. This is where Moses is leading the Egyptians away from Pharaoh. Moses answered the people, "Do not be afraid. Stand firm, and you will see the deliverance the Lord will bring you today. The Egyptians you see today, you will never see again. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still." The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. That's Exodus 14:14. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still, which is really difficult for us because what we tend to do is take on the battle that's for God and we try to carry it around, and it starts to break us down completely because we have taken on something that wasn't meant for us to carry. It was meant for us to show our faith in God so that He can carry and He can get the praises off of it, and you can be blessed throughout the process. But instead, it's more so like us trying to carry like a bag of bricks around. With each burden and mountain that we come across, it's like bricks added to our bag. So that would be like every time I come across something, I'm picking it up as a burden. Okay, I lost my job, brick. Okay, well, my children all over the place. Okay, brick. Okay, me and my mom not getting along. Okay, brick. And then instead of releasing those burdens and praying it and releasing it to God for Him to carry it on for you, because His hands are way bigger than yours and His battle is way more stronger than yours, we tend to take on that burden ourselves. And of course, the husband interrupted. Okay, we're back. Exodus 14:14. The Lord will fight your battles if you just stand still. So, like I said, it's like trying to carry on each thing you struggle with, each thing you go to day to day, the stuff you faced in your childhood, the things you faced in past relationships. Now you're just carrying it on, and it's heavy on you and it's straining on you. Now you're frustrated with everybody, and everybody you come in contact with has to feel the wrath of your past, or the wrath of the things you're facing day to day, or the wrath of your depression, or the wrath of your low self esteem. So that can be really heavy on an individual to carry on something that was meant for God to fight. That's like you going into a ring that you have not prepared for at all. You going against a total champ and you in literally trying to box. But instead of us doing the appropriate thing, which is stepping back, surrendering over all to Christ and allowing Him to fight our battles, that's us trying to carry the burden of something that doesn't even have nothing to do with us. You in our business, you in God's business, don't do that. You in His business, don't do that. If He brought you this far and you seem like it's just getting heavier and heavier and heavier, and that load seems unbearable, and that can be anything because life is hard day to day, and it seems like that burden is unbearable, that means that's not your burden. That's not your fight. That means you're trying to be in a ring that has nothing to do with you. He's already said He has you. You just be still. What God wants us to do is do like how we used to do when we was children. Go over there and let me handle this. You go over there, tend to what you need to tend to. Build yourself back up. And I'm going to handle this right here. I'm going to handle them people that's messing with you. I'm going to handle them family members that's talking behind your back. I'm going to handle them people that's belittling you and not believing in your business. I'm going to handle them because what He do for a profession is making your enemies your footstools. He got it. He will fight that battle for you completely. But what you can't do is try to stretch your hands beyond God's hands, because it's only going to make you look foolish in the end. Let Daddy do His work. Let Him do what He do. God got it. He don't need your help. He's one time and time and time again. He doesn't need your assistance. Exodus 14:14 now. Exodus 14:14. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. That's all He wants you to do. And if y'all don't know, I have epilepsy. So in each seizure, each time I had a seizure, I shortly began to learn. It is so much easier for me to just sit back and pray and allow God to cover me and everything. As scary as it may seem or as bad as it may look to see somebody having a seizure or whatever the case may be, any illness, to sit around and watch people go through that, I promise you my strength alone is not enough. It would never be able to get me out of a hospital bed. It would never be able to get me up and going within the next week. Not my strength alone. I learned quickly if I would just step back, trust in God, be still and rest, because that's what he instructed me to do. He will fight for me. But see, where I kept messing up was I was trying to fight through something that I wasn't even capable of fighting through. That wasn't my battle. He told me, sit back, I got it. Trust in me. I will fight for you. Stand still. Go on over there. You in my business. Don't do that. God got it. Exodus 14:14. Allow him to take that burden off of you. And that's through anything that you're going, anything that's difficult for you. It can be exercise, because that's really difficult for me. And I wish God would step up and just help me out a little bit. But anything that you're struggling with day to day, anything that seems to come as a battle, and you're trying to figure out why can't you accomplish consistency, or why can't you forgive these people or anything like that, go to God. Take it to God. Because anything that's too big for your hands, you're struggling to carry it. That's like us. Okay. Perfect example. My cousin, when I go grocery shopping, my husband goes to the car one time. It don't matter how many bags it is. It don't matter how heavy the milk is. He's going to attempt to put every single bag on his arm to make sure he gets it all in one trip. That's how we look, trying to carry everything that we've been through in our life around with us, when God is saying, or you can just let me do it, or you can just let me help you. It's an easier way to do that. That's what God's telling us as he watches us carry these loads. Just imagine somebody with all them bags on their arms when they try to make that one trip. We're trying to accomplish everything in one setting. We're trying to find forgiveness in one setting. We're trying to find clarity over our entire life in one setting. That's not how that works. It takes time. Allow God to carry that burden. Cast that burden upon his feet. Throw it and leave it there. Don't go back touching and play hopscotch with it. Don't touch and go. No. Let him fight for you. He got it. Until tomorrow.